Ethan and Lily's once innocent friendship took a dark turn the moment they stumbled upon videos they weren't meant to see. What started as harmless curiosity soon became a secret obsession, drawing them into a world they barely understood. What happened next would change their lives forever: friendships shattered, tough lessons learned, and a painful decision that would never be undone. In a quiet suburban neighborhood in Austin, Texas, two mothers, Sarah and Rebecca, were more than just neighbors, they were best friends. Their bond was so strong that their children, Lily, who was 10 years old, and Ethan, who was 12, became inseparable. They played together, ate together, and even studied together. If you saw one, the other was never far behind. Sarah, a strict and disciplined woman, believed that children needed to be guided with a firm hand. She made sure Lily followed rules and focused on school. On the other hand, Rebecca was gentle and easygoing. She wanted Ethan to be happy and often gave him what he wanted as long as he was responsible. Despite their different parenting styles, Lily and Ethan's friendship remained strong. They shared secrets, dreams, and even mischief. But little did they know, one decision would change everything. One evening, Ethan walked up to his mother with hopeful eyes. "Mom, I need a phone," he said. "It will help me with schoolwork, and all my classmates have one." Rebecca raised an eyebrow. "A phone? Ethan, you know phones can be a distraction. But if you come first in your class, I'll buy you one." That was all Ethan needed to hear. From that moment, he studied harder than ever. He spent less time playing and more time reading. Even Lily noticed the change. "Why are you suddenly so serious?" she asked. "I'm getting a phone," Ethan grinned. "If I come first, Mom promised me one." Lily giggled. "Then I hope you win." Neither of them knew that this little device would soon turn their world upside down. The results were out, and Ethan had done it. He came first in his class. Rebecca kept her promise and handed him a brand new iPhone. Ethan's heart raced with excitement. "Wow! Thank you, Mom." He hugged her tightly, already imagining all the fun he would have. Lily was just as excited. "Let me see. Let me see," she begged. The two friends spent the whole evening exploring the phone, playing games, taking selfies, and watching funny videos. At first, everything seemed harmless. But soon, their curiosity would lead them into dangerous waters. At first, Ethan and Lily only used the phone for fun. But one evening, while scrolling through the internet, they stumbled upon something different, something they had never seen before. "What's this?" Lily asked, tilting her head. Ethan clicked on the video, and their eyes widened. It was something they knew they shouldn't be watching, but instead of turning away, they watched in silence. Their hearts pounded. It felt wrong. But also exciting. "Let's keep this a secret," Ethan whispered. Lily nodded, and from that moment, everything changed. Lily and Ethan became obsessed. Whenever they were alone, they watched more and more of these forbidden videos. They stopped playing outside, stopped talking to their other friends, and even ignored their mother's calls. Sarah noticed something was off. "Why are you always with Ethan?" whispering. She asked Lily one evening. Lily shrugged. "We're just watching videos, Mom." Sarah didn't think much of it. But soon, their innocent friendship would take a dangerous turn. One afternoon, Lily and Ethan sat in his room, watching another video. Then, Lily turned to Ethan and said, "What if we try it?" Ethan hesitated. "Try what?" "What they're doing in the video." Ethan's stomach tightened. "I don't know, Lily. It looks painful. Just once. Let's see what it's like." They tried. It was painful. Lily winced and pulled away. "Maybe it's not as fun as it looks," she muttered. They promised to stop. But curiosity is like fire, it spreads. Days passed, and Lily couldn't stop thinking about it. Maybe it will be better if we try again, she told Ethan. But what if we get caught? He asked. We won't. We just have to be careful. They agreed, but their secret was getting harder to hide. They were acting differently, quieter, more secretive. It was only a matter of time before someone noticed. One afternoon at school, Lily and Ethan sneaked into an empty classroom. Just as they were about to experiment again, footsteps echoed in the hallway. A teacher was coming. Panic filled their eyes. They quickly adjusted their clothes and ran out just in time. The teacher entered, looking around suspiciously. Who was in here? No one answered. Ethan and Lily thought they had escaped. But secrets don't stay hidden forever. Ethan and Lily knew they had to be more careful. So they decided to try again at home, where no one would catch them. It was a dangerous decision, one that would change everything. That weekend, while their mothers were out running errands, they locked the door behind them, ready to continue their secret. But what they didn't know was that Rebecca was about to return early. Rebecca stepped into the house and felt something was off. The house was too quiet. She climbed the stairs and placed her ear against Ethan's door. She heard whispers. Her heart pounded. Slowly, she turned the doorknob and pushed the door open. What she saw made her gasp. Ethan and Lily jumped apart, their faces pale. The room was filled with an awkward silence. Rebecca's voice trembled. What is going on here? They had nowhere to hide. The truth was about to come out. Ethan and Lily stood frozen, their faces drained of color. Rebecca's sharp eyes darted between them. Her breathing heavy. I'm waiting, she said, her voice dangerously calm. Ethan swallowed hard. Mom. We were just, no more lies. She snapped. Tell me the truth. Now. Lily's eyes welled with tears. She couldn't take the pressure. We saw things on Ethan's phone, she whispered. And we tried to do them. Rebecca's heart clenched. She felt like the air had been knocked out of her chest. You what? Ethan looked down in shame. It started as a game, Mom. We didn't think it was wrong. At first. Rebecca shut her eyes, trying to control the storm raging inside her. She had failed her son. Tears burned in her eyes, but there was no time to cry. She had to act. We're going to see Sarah, she said firmly. Ethan's head snapped up. No. Please, Mom. Don't tell her. But Rebecca had already made up her mind. Sarah opened the door to see her best friend standing there, looking like she had seen a ghost. Ethan and Lily stood behind her, heads bowed. What's wrong? Sarah asked. Rebecca struggled to find the words. But when she spoke, it was like a dam had burst. The children. They've been watching things. Bad things. And they've tried to do them. Sarah's face darkened. Lily, is this true? Lily burst into tears. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to, a sharp slap echoed through the room. Lily staggered back, her cheek burning. You didn't mean to. Sarah's voice shook with fury. After everything I've taught you. How could you? Rebecca grabbed her arm. Shouting won't fix this. Sarah's chest heaved. Then, as the truth sank in, she collapsed into a chair, burying her face in her hands. What have we done wrong? That night, both mothers sat in silence. We have to get them help, Rebecca finally said. This is beyond us. Sarah replied, therapy or counseling, whatever it takes to guide them back to the right path. The two mothers returned to Rebecca's house and had a long, heartfelt conversation with the children. They carefully explained the dangers of the content Ethan and Lily had been watching and why their actions were harmful. Though their words were gentle, the weight of their disappointment was undeniable. The children sat in silence, absorbing every word, their guilt evident in their downcast eyes. From that day forward, things changed. Sarah, once firm and unwavering in her discipline, softened her approach. She became more attentive to Lily, realizing that a strict hand alone was not enough. Her daughter needed an open and trusting relationship where she felt safe to share her thoughts and struggles. Meanwhile, Rebecca took a hard look at her own parenting style. She had always prioritized Ethan's happiness, but she now saw that her leniency had left him without the proper guidance he needed. Determined to change, she made an effort to spend more time with him, setting clear boundaries while ensuring he always felt heard and supported. Both families agreed that the children needed more than just parental guidance, they needed professional help. Therapy sessions provided Ethan and Lily with a safe space to understand the consequences of their actions and learn the importance of making better choices. They came to realize that curiosity, when left unchecked, could lead to dangerous mistakes. Despite all efforts to mend the situation, the bond between the two families was never the same. The laughter and easy companionship that once filled their homes had been replaced with an unspoken heaviness. A reminder of what had been lost. Eventually, Sarah made a difficult decision. She would relocate to another state, hoping to give Lily a fresh start, away from the memories of what had happened. As the moving truck pulled away, Ethan stood in the front yard, watching in silence. He felt a strange mix of sadness and relief. He knew things would never be the way they once were, but he had learned a hard lesson, one that would stay with him for the rest of his life. Moral of the story: it's important for parents to spend time with their children, talk to them about safe and responsible phone use, and educate them about the dangers of inappropriate content. Phones are valuable tools that can help children learn and communicate. But they should only be given when a child is mature enough to handle them responsibly. What's your opinion? At what age do you think parents should buy a phone for their children? Share your thoughts in the comments below.